when Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself Emperor of the French on December 2nd, 1804, every detail of that monumental event was carefully orchestrated to project power, legitimacy, and grandeur. Among the most striking elements of the day was his coronation attire, a visual testament to his ambitions and the cultural forces that shaped his reign. But what many don't realize is just how intricate and layered the creation of this outfit was. Designed by the artist Jean-Baptiste Isabey, Napoleon's coronation ensemble combined elements from several historical eras, reflecting both the eclectic tastes of the time and Napoleon's desire to position himself as a ruler of timeless authority. Let's unravel this story, not just through the threads of fabric, but through the centuries of history and art that inspired it. Originally, Isabey planned to clothe Napoleon in a Roman toga, a clear nod to the emperors of ancient Rome. Such an outfit would have aligned Napoleon with the likes of Augustus and Caesar, reinforcing his image as a powerful and eternal ruler. However, Napoleon, ever practical and self-aware, rejected the idea. A Roman toga, while evocative, would have looked absurd on a stocky Corsican soldier turned emperor. He understood the importance of optics, and a toga didn't align with the image he wished to present to his people. Instead, Napoleon opted for a more medieval-inspired tunic. The garment, reaching to his ankles and fitted with long sleeves, was cinched at the waist with a lavish silk sash adorned with golden tassels. While medieval in silhouette, the tunic bore intricate lace embellishments, a deliberate homage to an era Napoleon greatly admired, the Renaissance, and specifically King Francis I of France. Francis was a monarch Napoleon saw as a kindred spirit, a patron of the arts, a reformer, and a ruler of exceptional charisma. This blending of styles, the medieval tunic paired with Renaissance lace, created an outfit that was not only stunning, but also steeped in layers of meaning. It was a testament to Napoleon's ability to bridge the past and present, crafting a narrative of continuity and innovation. The footwear chosen for Napoleon's coronation is perhaps even more intriguing. Initially, Isabey envisioned closed Roman sandals, inspired by those worn by ancient legionnaires and emperors. He sketched several designs, imagining Napoleon's feet encased in leather straps that spoke of discipline and authority. Yet, much like the toga, the first designs didn't sit well with Napoleon. The shoes felt too stark, too disconnected from the grandeur he wanted to convey. Eventually, Isabey pivoted, drawing inspiration from another historical figure, Charlemagne, the king of the Franks and Holy Roman Emperor. Charlemagne's surviving footwear, white embroidered slippers that symbolized both piety and imperial power, became the blueprint. Isabey fused this design with elements of Roman tradition, creating soft golden shoes embroidered from toe to heel. These unique slippers, devoid of heels, were a perfect match for the ensemble's fusion of eras, balancing elegance with authority. Napoleon's coronation attire wasn't just a costume. It was a carefully constructed message rooted in centuries of fashion's role in shaping political narratives. To understand its full impact, we must take a detour into the world of ancient Greek and Roman fashion, the very sources of Isabey's inspiration. The ancient Greeks and Romans both understood the power of clothing as a marker of identity and status. In Greece, the chiton, a simple tunic made of linen or wool, was worn by all classes, but its style and embellishments varied according to the wearer's wealth and role in society. The way a chiton was draped could signify anything from political allegiance to marital status. For example, the addition of a himation, a large cloak, indicated a person's prominence or participation in public life. Romans, on the other hand, developed the toga, an expansive semicircular piece of fabric, as a garment of exclusivity. Only Roman citizens could wear togas, and the fabric's color and decorations conveyed specific meanings. A toga with a purple border, the toga praetexta, signified rank, while a fully purple toga, the toga picta, was reserved for victorious generals and emperors. This layering of symbolism influenced Napoleon's coronation attire. While he avoided a literal toga, he borrowed its connotations of authority and citizenship. Napoleon's coronation outfit wasn't just a historical artifact. It was immortalized in art by one of the greatest painters of the era, Jean-Auguste Dominique Ingres. Ingres, known for his neoclassical style and meticulous attention to detail, painted several portraits of Napoleon, each depicting him as a ruler of almost mythic proportions. Ingres' most famous work related to Napoleon, Napoleon III, on his imperial throne, 1806, captures the emperor in all his regalia, including the iconic coronation tunic and shoes. The painting presents Napoleon as a godlike figure, drawing inspiration from medieval depictions of Christ Pantocrator. Every element in the portrait, from the laurel wreath to the scepter, was designed to reinforce Napoleon's divine right to rule. Interestingly, Ingres' work wasn't always celebrated. Critics of his time found his style overly rigid and his compositions too idealized. Yet today, his paintings are recognized as masterpieces, not just for their artistic merit, but for their ability to encapsulate the ethos of an era. As we reflect on the fashion and art surrounding Napoleon's reign, it's worth remembering the man himself. Napoleon was a complex figure, both a revolutionary and a monarch, a reformer and a conqueror. His life was marked by contradictions, much like his coronation attire, which blended disparate historical influences into a cohesive whole. One fascinating anecdote about Napoleon is his relationship with symbols of power. Despite his military prowess, he was deeply superstitious and placed great faith in omens. This belief extended to his clothing and regalia, which he viewed as talismans of his authority. For Napoleon, fashion wasn't just about appearance, it was a tool of statecraft, a way to command respect and loyalty. Napoleon's coronation attire set a precedent for the use of fashion as a political tool. Subsequent leaders, from Louis Philippe to Queen Victoria, understood the importance of clothing in shaping public perception. Even today, the echoes of Napoleon's sartorial strategy can be seen in the way modern politicians and monarchs present themselves. As for Isabey's creations, they remain a testament to the power of collaboration between art and politics. His ability to merge history and innovation ensured that Napoleon's image would endure, not just in portraits and statues, but in the collective memory of a nation.